I'm Richard. I manage the Murdoch Volunteer Centre, Cornwall. So I'm on my local patch today. I've known Ginny, who's the manager here, for a few years now, working on volunteers for her. And it was interesting to hear Bee's update this morning of what is happening here at the Murdoch Trevithick Centre, and to see the tie-in for some new colleagues like my namesake Richard, who's going to be involved with helping with the polytunnel project here. And it's great to hear too from Cornwall Council with what Scott was saying earlier about the commissioning side of things, so that we get a picture not only of what we want to do from our perspective, but how it fits into the overall scheme of things. So far, it's been a good morning.
Julie Hogan, Volunteer Centre Manager in Liscard. I forgot how to finger spell.
Yeah, I had my induction in Truro yesterday, but I'm working in Redruth as a wellbeing activist, is the official job title. It sounds a bit extreme, but yeah, my impressions of the centre, I can say I've never been in any environment like this before, really. I know, you know, a couple of friends with, well, one of my friends, especially close friends, has got a sister with Down syndrome. So, but my experience, she's a lot younger. My experience with her is more, you know, the odd hello. But here today, I'm impressed with how, well, because we got here at 9 o'clock, and I've learnt from the presentation how tough it is to actually get some people here from rural areas and coordinating the transport, minibuses, cars, etc. So I was impressed at first how many people were here in numbers, and from what I've seen, the little bits that I've seen, I'm impressed at how many activities are being offered, and no matter, even if it's 1 or 2 people wanting to do that activity, they've got volunteers in sort of at least, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms that I've even seen, offering woodwork, pottery, jewellery making, etc. It's kind of makes you feel good about how people are willing to give up their time to help in what is not always an easy environment, sort of control, with behaviour control and stuff. But I have been impressed with the centre.
My name's Richard Dunstan. I'm the Environmental Volunteering Assistant, and I'm based at Heron House currently.
So what do you do? Tell me about your role.
Well, I've just started. I'm still junior in my role. I've only been working for 2 weeks. Basically, I liaise with the majority of the charities, the environmental charities like BTCV, Wildlife Trust, National Trust, and that sort of volunteer / environmental charity base, and also try and promote environmental volunteering to the masses.
So what's been your impression of today so far?
It's very good. Thoroughly enjoyed it so far.
You feel you've learned a lot?
Yeah, definitely learning more as I go along throughout the day. Got a few more contacts to speak to, so that should be good.
I'm Brian Smith, the Transport Contractors Manager for Volunteer Cornwall, and I head up our community transport with the strapline of to reduce isolation and the effects of isolation within Cornwall. And in order to achieve that, we run a community volunteer car driver scheme, which does about 2.5 million miles a year, and there's about 300 drivers. We've trained up in the last 18 months 120 minibus drivers to help community groups and schools. We've offered advice and training and guidance to various community groups within Cornwall, to start-ups such things as community buses and that type of thing. Also, the Transport Department delivers the child protection training for the community transport sector. What have I got out of today? I think today has been an experience that helps you to widen your view and understand that there's more to life than transport, which is a box you can easily get into. And I've realise the contribution that all sorts of other agencies as well as our own are making to the change agenda within Cornwall.
My name is Karen Marshall and I work for the probation service and I'm on secondment to Volunteer Cornwall. And my role is working with ex-offenders and their families, getting them back into the workplace through the volunteer sector really and back into the community. So I came along here today to listen really, I guess, and see if my client base could possibly do any work in the learning disability field. So that's why I'm here today, and it's been very interesting, and I need to catch up with the guy from the council to ask what their procedure is on working with ex-offenders.
Film solo to finish?